So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And this time we're going to look at market structure and a few things we talked about on actual charts. So I'm going to go to I think I'm going to use GPAUD because it's one of the best trending pairs that I've seen with good price action of recent, and I believe it can serve the purpose for this video. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to recommend the channel to your friends, drop that like if you like what I'm putting here so far. Even if it's just a start, then there is a link for my Telegram channel right below. I do share free signals weekly. A couple of signals when the setup plays out, right? So let's dive right into it. So these are candlestick charts that we basically use to read price action as retailers or technical traders. And you can always switch it up with a line chart. So we're going to try and identify the different parts of market structure we talked about. So starting off, if this is our current bit of price action, so with the naked eye you can clearly see that we're actually trending upwards. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to pick out a specific portion and we'll try to see how best we can incorporate everything that we have seen in the previous videos. So I think this will serve the purpose. I'm going to use this bit of price action because I see like it can serve the purpose for this video, right? So to start off with, it's always good, you can always zoom it in. So I'm on the 4-hour time frame. We have different time frames that we use, so you can always zoom it in and you can notice that we're clearly moving upwards. And I told you can get a trend line and always try to draw something out like that. So we can have a trend line like that. So what this basically shows you is that from this part over here to up over here, we were in an uptrend, right? We were in an uptrend. So in an uptrend, remember we're looking for characteristics of an uptrend, right? And what do you speak about? Highs and lows, right? So we notice that we do have a low over here. This is a low. Then we have a high over here. Then we have a new low. Then we have another high, another low, another high, another low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and we still have another high right over there. So I think this is the purpose. So we spoke of an uptrend, and we said an uptrend, we're forming a series of higher highs and higher lows. So as you can see, price comes all the way from this low, creates a high, comes to 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 this low, creates another high, and this is an uptrend till it stops creating the trends, right? So we also say that when in an uptrend, we usually want to notice our breaks of structure to the upside, right? So that means that if I had a high over here, and first ask us, add a text annotation. Alright, so I was saying we were forming a series of highs and lows, right? And then lows right over here. That was our initial high and low for this bit of price action that we chose. Then from there we saw price moving upwards, and the characteristic we mentioned was price move upwards, forming higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so so we have another low over here, and then lower lows, then lower lows, higher lows. So in this bit of price action, you can notice that we move from a low to a high, then we formed a higher low, then a higher high, another higher low right over here, another higher low right over there, then price keeps forming this, so we can identify that this is a what? This is a notable uptrend, and we have our trend line feature right over there to help us determine that, right? So we see that when price is breaking structure in an uptrend, it breaks usually to the upside, right? So what we are focusing on, we're focusing on that break to the upside. So if this was our high, you see that price breaks structure right over here, and I can as well denote it with my break of structure tool. That's right over there, and you can see price continue doing this as it moves upwards. You can see another one right over there. Everywhere you saw a previous high, we broke structure to the upside for as long as we were in an uptrend, right? So I think you can clearly see this on our chart representation, right? On our chart representation, clearly, there you go. So for the uptrend, we said we're forming a series of higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, and then higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, all the way up to the uptrend ends. And we also have a trend line feature right over here that can help you determine what trend we are in as price moves to wherever it's moving to, right? So for targeted and protected structure, as we said, that if price comes from this low over here, then it forms a high, then it's going to give me this swing point right over here, right? After giving me this swing point, that means that from this low to this high, this is my trading range, right? So in an uptrend, I'm looking to target the high, and I want to protect the low right over here, right? And I want to protect the low right over here. So we can see that price moves down, then between here it reverses, forms a swing low or a higher low, then it targets the high, then takes it out, right? As soon as it takes it out, it forms a higher high, then gives us a swing point over here to the downside. Then here we're now protecting within this piece of price action, we are protecting this new higher low we have formed and targeting the higher high so that you can continue the uptrend, right? So we see price comes, then it reverses from this point over here, targets this previous high, creates a new higher high. Similarly, again, the new higher high, it's a swing point, so price reverses to the downside, and we're now protecting this low and targeting this high, and price does the same. It hits the target and creates a new higher high. So yeah, that's it for the uptrend. Price basically is just protecting the lows, targeting the highs, protecting the lows, targeting the highs, and every time we target a high and we take it out, we form a new higher high. Every time we come from here and target this high, we take it out, we form a new higher high, right? As well as a series of higher lows at the bottom side. So I think that's a very clear example that denotes all those things in one video right over there. Then we shall see how we can always try to catch these trades if we want to buy, because we want to trade with a trend. So if I'm notice that from A, B, C, D, I'm having an uptrend, I want to start looking for trades from this point over here. We might take profit slightly above there. Then when we reverse, I look for another trade around here. Yeah, so we shall come to that and see how it's done. So for now, I don't know if this chart gives me a good example of a downtrend somewhere, but I really love it if at all it did. Yeah, there is that, but I'm not comfortable with it. So yeah, this is a much better example. Could it be? Yes, it is. Yes, I believe this is a much better example. So we're going to take this bit of price action and we try to see. So I'm going to start from this point over here and we try to see if we can make sense out of it. So what happens is that usually the textbook examples or the line chart examples are not so perfect. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's first try this out on the line chart, so that you can learn how you can just easily map it and you keep referencing with your line chart. We're going back to the uptrend scenario just to make that clarity there. So this was our piece of price action right over there. So I'm going to put it in a line chart format and we see exactly what I'm talking about. So on a line chart, this is how the chart will look like, but basically it's just the same thing, right? And as I said, price comes up, forms that kind of V or A. So this is an A, the A formation up here. Then it's a swing point and price comes down, gives us a similar formation, that means it has reversed, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the exact same thing. So let's go back to the example we're heading into, which is a downtrend. Then don't forget, on the next video we shall now go down to seeing how we can take trades based off of structure and what we can add on to our structure knowledge to come up with good trades and good profitable trades. So this was our bit of price action. So we're going to go ahead and look for the structure highs and lows. So I'm going to use my highlighter right over here. So I said I'm starting from this point over here. So we had a high, price comes, breaks this low. We have a low, we have a high. So this high takes price down up to this point, and it finally reverses. Then we come back and form a new high, which finally comes down, creates a low over here, and then we have this retracement. Price forms a high, and yeah, price just keeps doing the exact same thing until it goes all the way down to wherever it felt comfortable to stop, right? So the science does not change. So the ideology does not change, right? So I'm coming from a high. This is my high right over here, and then I'm having a low rate over here. Then price comes down, breaks this low, and forms a new low, or what we call now a lower low. And then it returns back, makes a retracement to the upside, fails to take out the previous high. So it's a lower high. Fails to take out this lower high, as you can see on the cursor. It failed to take out the lower high. Then it reverses further downwards. So let me aluminum wing. Then continues the move. Oh, sorry. What am I thinking? Lower high, right? Lower high. So we could have something like this. So this is our structure representation of a downtrend, and you're looking at the characteristics of a downtrend. So you can see price has a high, creates a low, then comes, reverses back upwards, creates a new lower high, sorry. Then now we can now start noticing our breaks of structure. So you can see a break of structure right over here. Then we can see another one right over here at this lower low. Yeah, moving further, we keep seeing these breaks happening time and again, and price forming new lower lows. So there is not much difference from the bullish example. Very similar concept, and actually the same concept we are going to be using out there. And to add on, I did say that we can use a trend line as well to identify this trend or to know how prominent it is. Then we shall see how to try and take some trades off of it, or how to maximize it best. So you can see this price actually try to respect it, though it faked out of it here a bit. Yeah, so that's it for now. I hope we meet in the next video. I'll be explaining a few concepts that we shall be pairing up with just the market structure alone to try and come up with a couple of profitable trades over time. I wish you all the best. Do not forget to subscribe. Check the link in the Telegram group to get those signals. Don't wanna miss out crazy trades. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and have a blessed time.